I have a question.
All right, I'll let you go first, then, McNasty.
I don't know if you can talk about this or not, but what was the process like making a guitar for Ibanez, or making a guitar with Ibanez? Because to me, that's like one of the coolest things of being a guitarist, is being able to have like your own signature.
That's
guitar.
definitely a milestone for sure. And one of my dreams to do. I remember in 5th grade, you know, when I had just started playing, I would like sit there and just draw guitars. That I eventually like, I wanted a signature guitar because I would always like look at the Musician's Friend magazines and see like Sinister Gates is like iconic as fuck Schecter.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool if you're in middle school. It's super cool. And that's, you know, like I wanted that guitar more than anything. So like I would just sit there and draw guitars like and be like, one day I'm going to be in the Musician's Friend magazine and get my own guitar, which I don't know if they still make those magazines, but I can imagine if they did that my guitar would be in them. Yeah, no, it was a really cool experience. As you can imagine, there wasn't that hands-on for the THBB10, considering it is literally just an AZ with a different colorway. So that was kind of what they told us, because the 4 of us were getting signatures. Me, Scott, Mario, and Eric from Chon.
Yeah.
They were all going to come out at the same time. And it was pretty much just like, you know, oh, what are you going to do? Wait, do I want to do that? And like kind of just like
it's like copying your friend's homework a little bit, but changing it just enough.
Yes, very much those vibes, you know. But yeah, I mean, the stipulations that we had were like that they want to keep it roasted maple neck, which, you know, we didn't want to change anyways, and you know, the AZ shape, which we didn't want to change anyways because the AZ fucks.
So you were cool with the AZ and want like an RG or something?
Yeah, I mean, because like basically the year before they had just unveiled the AZ. Like the pink AZ that I have is one of the original 6 that were made. And we were kind of like, us and Chon were kind of the rollout for the AZ model. And so a year later, because it did so well, they were like, let's do signatures.
Yeah.
Of the AZ.
Scott's is an AZ too, isn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, you know, basically it was like roasted maple neck, AZ shape, do whatever you want. And, you know, I went through like a bunch of different versions, like, and my friend Y2K at the time wanted me to get him a guitar, and the guitar that he chose was Ibanez's version of like the Gibson ES or whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you guys know which one I'm talking about, but it's essentially like an Ibanez Black Beauty. That looks like it's like an Ibanez that looks like a Gibson, and it's got like
it looks like a bluesy guitar,
yeah. And so he got that guitar, and I was just like, you know, I go over there for sessions all the time, so like I'm like playing it and I'm just looking at it, I'm like, dude, this thing is fucking gorgeous. And I was like, wait a second, what if I scrapped everything that I've been working on for my signature and just did this? But
is that what you went with, like AZ? The block fret markers?
Yeah. So the block inlays and the all gold hardware and the, you know, the black guitar with the black faceplate with the white trim on it, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And once we landed on that, we were like, yeah, that looks fucking sick. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, that's how that guitar came about, was because of, it was inspired by like the Black Beauty kind of guitar with the block inlays and everything. So
do you have any like collector's guitars? Do you have anything that's just like something you have that you don't ever like play?
I don't have anything like crazy like Herman does. Like whenever I go over to his house, he like shows me, like he lets me play all of his fucking crazy whatever the fuck guitars. They're so wide.
Man's that's basically like a warehouse of Ibanez guitars.
No, for real. Yeah, he's got like 20 years worth of like, you know, things. Which, you know, like from hanging out with Herman, I realized I need to start asking for a lot more guitars. So that's exactly what I did. I just recently got a few of the J Customs because I've always wanted the J Customs, so nice, but could never afford them, you know, like, and, you know, now that I'm me. I just said, give me a lot of those. So they gave me a lot of those. So like, I really like those. And then I just, pretty much what Herman kind of told me was, you need to ask for the expensive ones. And I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, like I've just kind of been collecting a lot of the expensive ones, but none of the cool, like crazy collector, like Steve Vai 10th anniversary Silver Surfer, fucking whatever, like I don't have any of those, but
I do.
eventually I will.
I don't know if you know the Universe guitars that Steve Vai made.
Yeah,
the swirly
those are
ones.
sick as fuck. Yeah, and did they have like the cloud inlay?
Wait, what?
Did they have like the cloud inlay or whatever?
No, I have the Universe. It's like the swirly rainbowy one. Mm-hmm. I think it's like the 20th anniversary, but I actually managed to nab the 1 out of 100 that they made.
Ah, dude, that's
it is my pride and joy. I look at it every day and I jerk off to it.
There you go, man. Oh.
Okay, you could have left the last part out, but that's just cool.
But no, yeah, that's why I was curious if you had like any like collector's guitars, because I'm a little bit of a collector myself.
We shit on McNasty all the time.
They do all the time.
Yeah,
just so many Ibanez guitars. Like I just
got an Ibanez yesterday, and I have one coming today.
Yeah, well, he buys a new guitar. He'll be like, it'll be like a week. He'll be like, yeah, I just got a new guitar. Like it's just hard to keep up with because he just buys guitars all the fucking time. And meanwhile, Dew is over here playing a fucking Squire. Like.
I played that shit until I had like 1.5 million subs, dude.
And the thing is, what's funny is Dew is like fucking arguably the biggest guitar like YouTuber. Yeah. He's over here playing a fucking Squire.
I mean,
you could have bought a Squire a day for like every just because why not?
That's all I ever knew, man. Like that's what my parents got me for Christmas.
Fuck.
Yeah, there was nothing really wrong with it.
That was my first guitar, was a Squire.
Yeah, it's just cheap. I mean, the way it plays, there's nothing.
Why don't
really
you still play it?
Well, because the Ibanez sound pretty nice.
They don't cut me a check, bro. Fucking Squire not cutting the checks, bro. Dude, you play like a Majesty now, though, right?
Yeah, I have a Sterling, so it's not like the full on super nice Music Man.
And the question is fucking why?
Yeah, 6 months.
Okay. So I went from a Squire to that. So that was a pretty decent first upgrade, I think.
He's a masochist, bro. He's a fucking masochist.
What's your favorite guitar now, dude?
Definitely the Ibanez RG.
Ibanez!
Yeah, 100%.
We're Ibanez fuckboys here.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Well, I like ESP.
I like PRS.
Banny gang. Get that fucking sacrilegious bullshit out of here, bro. I'm just kidding. No shade to ESP.
Literally everybody here is like into Ibanez except for Soup.
No, I like Ibanez. ESP is what I've always known.
Well, I mean, your style of music is like, heavy riffs and stuff. That's not usually like an Ibanez thing. That's, ESP, like, that's fucking Metallica, of course. What's that?
I like Gibson as well, though.
Have y'all been to NAMM?
No, I wanted
to go, though.
Whenever it happens again, if it ever happens again, y'all definitely gotta go check out the ESP booth, because they have their there's just like a whole, it's not even a booth, it's a room. They do like on the 3rd floor where it's just a whole fucking room, but they have this one section of the room that is the Japanese custom ESPs, and those are the ones where they do like the craziest fuck, like they have this one like angel wing guitar that is just
they do a lot of weird like custom things like that are like hand carved and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
they have one that's shaped like a pizza slice on their website. It's literally like a green fucking fretboard, and it says pizza in the fret inlays, and it's just
how much is it? Like $50,000?
No, I think it's like $7,000. I can look it up. I'll look it up though. But
what a bargain for pizza slice.
It is hilarious.
Have you played any guitars like that are? Because you brought up NAMM. Have you played any like newer brand guitars that you liked? Like I recently got an Aristides guitar. Those are pretty sweet.
I like Aristides. They're cool.
Yeah.
They play very, very well. I don't know.
Very resonant.
About well, that's the thing. They're made out of Arium, which is just a very interesting thing. And
it sounds like a Minecraft ore or something. Like it's such a weird name.
Don't they like almost feel like rubbery? Like they have like a grippy texture to them?
Dude, it feels like a toy.
Really?
Like when you hold them, it feels like you just feel like you're playing a fully plastic guitar. It's weird.
How does the resonance like? Because resonance is normally a wonderful thing, right?
Yeah.
When I remember being on tour with Intervals, and Aaron had his Aristides, and he was kind of telling me sometimes it's too much resonance. Like you can't
Really?
you can't control it. You know?
Yeah, when you play it acoustically, because it has that like open back, like on the backside. When you play it acoustically, it's very like loud.
Yeah, that's awesome.
If you just
that is very sick. When a guitar is loud unplugged, like an electric guitar, that is a wonderful sign.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of the problem with the resonance, though. Is it's because
Too
it's so
much.
loud.
Yeah,
it's
that's
kinda
what I'm
just
wondering
like,
is like because it's made out of arium, that like there's nothing to stop it. That like just stop the resonance. Like it's just like too much, which you know is like I said, resonance is normally a good thing.
yeah, that to me is like I probably, if I ever really got into like writing rock music, I wouldn't use that for like riffs. I would want to use it for like solo-y, kind of like higher stuff. Because the more you play like a low string,
Yeah, it'd probably get muddy if it just doesn't stop resonating. It'd probably just be muddy as hell playing a bunch of riffs. But
yeah,
You
but
would.
it's a really good feeling guitar, and I'm such a stickler for like thin necks. That's why I stick to Ibanez's. I can't stand like chunky baseball necks. But the Aristides actually has a really fun neck to play on.